welcome. My name is Ronnie and I'm from the Good Hair Company, and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be making some aloe vera oil, and to get us started I am going to cut up this aloe vera leaf. So I already washed my leaf. I washed it because I'm going to use the entire leaf. So I washed the outside of it, pat dried it, and then I'm going to just cut off the bottom and the tip. And then I am going to cut off each of the sides, the prickly sides. Okay, so now that I have my leaf trimmed, I took off the top, the bottom, and the prickly sides. I grabbed myself a bowl of water because now I'm going to soak the aloe vera leaf so that I can remove the aloe vera latex from the leaf. Now, from my understanding, the aloe vera latex causes irritation and allergens, so we don't want any of that. So I just cut up the leaf into sections, and then I realized that the tip was more useful, so I cut up the tip a little more, cut it up into sections, soaked it in some water for about 30 minutes, I believe. And now I have my pot, and I'm going to take 2 cups of grapeseed oil. Now, if you want to use a different oil, you can use something like olive oil or avocado oil, even coconut oil. If you use coconut oil, definitely use the liquefied coconut oil, just so it doesn't solidify once it's a certain temperature. But I really love grapeseed oil, you guys, and I did finally get some avocado oil to try, so I'll update you guys and let you know what I think. But again, I'm just using 2 cups of the grapeseed oil, and I am going to come back and grab my aloe vera leaf, and I want to make sure that I have that latex out. So let's check and see. Make sure we got all the latex out, because again, we don't want any irritation, any allergens or anything like that. Like, that's a big no-no. So the first slice, and I saw that, well, I didn't trim enough off the bottoms because there's still latex in the plant. So I took that piece, I cut off what had latex in it, took that piece, I put it in water to soak it in water further. And then I took the other 2 pieces that's on my cutting board, because of course I did, clean off my cutting board. I got all the latex off, and I just double checked those pieces, and I saw that those were slicing clear as day. As you can see, it's beautiful. So I just go ahead and real quick slice up all my aloe vera leaf into thin slices, and they're not like super thin, but kind of, like thin enough. I don't know, pickle thin. Think of like pickle slices. They're kind of sliced up like that. So, and maybe a little thicker than pickles. Maybe a little thicker than pickles. I don't know. But so I went on ahead and I let the other leaf soak for about another 10 or 15 minutes, just to make sure I got all of that latex out of there. Again, I did cut off a larger chunk just to, and you see it right there on the paper towel. I just cut off an extra chunk and then I sliced it, and now it's the end of that. And then I soaked it further just to make sure I got it all out, just to double check and make sure. So now I have my grapeseed oil and I have my aloe vera slices, and I sliced up the entire leaf, and I put 2 cups of grapeseed oil in a pan and I let it warm up, and then I turned the heat down and I allowed it to simmer. So I let this simmer for about a good 30 minutes on a low heat. And I did it on a low heat, not because of the oil, but because of the aloe vera. I didn't want to destroy the nutrients in the aloe vera, and I wanted the oil to be infused really good. So, I mean, one way to infuse oil is to let it sit in a dark place for a couple weeks, but I mean, who's patient enough for that? Honestly, I'm not. Okay, so again, I did let it simmer for a good 30 minutes, and I constantly stirred it just to make sure all of the slices were fully submerged in the oil, letting the heat break down the aloe vera, and just you can see it on top, just really breaking down the aloe vera and allowing the oil to infuse really well. If you guys are finding this video really helpful, or you just like it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends. Okay, so it's been about maybe 20-25 minutes. It's been in the pot simmering on low. As you can see, the oil is beginning to change color, as well as the aloe vera is starting to get like this pinkish hue to it. So you want your aloe vera to be the consistency of pickles. Once it's all infused, that's how you know you've let it simmer long enough. But again, I think I let mine simmer for about 30 minutes. So now it's all done, and you can see the aloe vera is pink. And I did let this cool for a little bit. And I got me a funnel and a bottle, and tried to pour it, and that was a fail. So I just put the phone down and I poured it off camera, but now it's in the bottles. The tiny pieces of aloe vera got in the bottom of the bottle, so that is what you see at the bottom. This is the rest of my aloe vera. That's what it's looking like. I didn't strain it like all the way. I do recommend getting like a cheesecloth or something and just really squeezing out the remainder of the oil. But as you can see, my aloe vera was kind of the consistency of pickles. And yeah, there it is at the bottom. Just a little tiny piece at the bottom. So not a big deal. I'll fish it out later. But yeah, so that's all, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching my video. I truly appreciate you guys. So much love. Thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Wait till you see what I do with this aloe vera oil. Oh my goodness.